Nas Daily, the man who promised to tell the world's stories in just 1 minute every single day, became a global sensation. With his trademark, "That's 1 minute, see you tomorrow" sign off, he captured the attention of millions. His videos weren't just content, they were inspirational, uplifting, and designed to make people feel connected across borders. But today, that same brand that built him into a household name is collapsing. His reputation has taken hit after hit, his audience is fading, and his empire is crumbling. The question everyone's asking now is simple. How did Nas Daily go from being the internet's golden storyteller to losing it all? It all started with his rise. Born Nusay Yassin, a Palestinian Israeli who studied at Harvard, he left a cushy tech job at Venmo to chase something bigger. In 2016, he made the bold decision to travel the world and post one video every day for 1,000 days. Most people laughed at the idea, but Nusay didn't stop. With his fast cuts, sharp energy, and simplified storytelling, Nas Daily exploded. Within months, his videos were everywhere. He went from a few thousand followers to millions, turning into a social media icon almost overnight. He interviewed world leaders, met billionaires, highlighted ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and painted himself as the bridge between cultures. He wasn't just making content, he was shaping global conversations. But with success came scrutiny, and soon cracks began to show.
The first big controversy came when Nas Daily was accused of oversimplifying complex issues. Fans and critics alike said his 1-minute format stripped away nuance. Poverty, politics, and cultural struggles were boiled down into quick sound bites designed for clicks, not accuracy. What once felt refreshing now started feeling shallow. And then came the backlash from the Philippines. In 2021, Nas Daily launched a project with Wang Od, the country's oldest tattoo artist. He promoted it as a masterclass where people could learn her ancient techniques online. But her family immediately spoke out, saying Wang Od never agreed to it. The story blew up on social media with accusations that Nas Daily had exploited an indigenous icon for profit. He denied the claims, but the damage was already done. Fans who once trusted him began questioning his motives. That wasn't the only time. Around the same period, Nas Academy, the education platform he created, started facing criticism. The courses, marketed as a chance to learn from the best, were seen by many as overpriced, poorly managed, and more focused on making money than actually providing value. The man who once stood for authenticity now looked like he was selling inspiration as a product. And here's the kicker. The internet never forgets. As new controversies piled up, old clips resurfaced. Videos where he praised controversial figures, mocked sensitive topics, or simplified conflicts drew fresh criticism. His brand of positive storytelling began to feel more like toxic positivity, ignoring the hard truths of the world in favor of easy viral content.
But the collapse wasn't just about reputation. His audience numbers started reflecting the fall. Once pulling tens of millions of views per video, his engagement began to plummet. People were no longer rushing to share his clips. The magic was gone. Behind the scenes, it got worse. Employees who'd worked with him came forward with complaints, describing Nas Daily's work culture as toxic, exploitative, and profit-driven. For someone who built his image on unity and humanity, those allegations were devastating. Financially, his empire also took hits. While Nas Academy and his spin-off ventures initially attracted investors and hype, scandals scared partners away. The credibility he once had, the trust that made people sign up, buy in and believe in him was slipping through his fingers. And in the age of cancel culture, all it takes is one misstep for years of progress to unravel. For Nas, it wasn't one mistake. It was a series of them. Today, the name Nas Daily doesn't inspire the same excitement it once did. Instead of being praised for uplifting stories, he's seen by many as the man who turned storytelling into a business that seemed to value profit more than people. Of course, his defenders argue differently. They say Nas Daily changed the game. that he gave millions a reason to care about the world beyond their borders, that without him, so many unheard stories would have remained invisible. And there's truth to that. But the other side can't be ignored. In chasing global fame, Nas lost the authenticity that made people fall in love with him in the first place. So where does this leave him? Nas Daily isn't broke. He isn't completely irrelevant. He still has millions of followers, a working business, and a name that carries weight. But the aura is gone. He's no longer the scrappy underdog with a camera and a dream. He's the corporation, the brand. And once the internet labels you as inauthentic, there's no easy way back. The story of Nas Daily is a reminder of how fast things can change online. One moment you're on top of the world, the next you're fighting to keep your empire alive. He once ended every video with the words, "That's 1 minute, see you tomorrow." But the question now is, will the internet still be here to watch? Or is tomorrow already past him?